Same him. Looks doable. We'll see. I'm going up Bear Canyon Road. I guess into Bear Canyon. That's where the training hill is. I was just looking around at the different sites here in Bozeman, and I've not got any contact with the locals yet. I got some messages sent. I'm waiting on replies. But while I was had my maps available, I decided to go check out some spots. Just go to some places. If I see paraglider dudes there, if not, I'll find them. I still got time too. It's 4 o'clock. I mean, I ain't planning on hiking over an hour anyway. And if it just comes all down to bust, I'll throw on a paramotor and launch off the side of the road somewhere. I've been known to do that in my old age, but I'd like to get a free flight in. If it's free flyable, or the place to do it, Bozeman, Montana is probably it. They said the training hill was 300 feet. That ain't bad for a training hill if the winds are strong. But I will find the locals this time. I will contact them. I'm not gonna do any Yahoo stuff. Okay, I think it said park and walk across the creek. Park on the side of the road, walk across the creek. We're gonna find out. Old Tundra's been going good. I reckon this is Bear Canyon. It feels like bear territory. Hope I don't come across one. It says private property. Don't tick off the locals. So I wandered around a little bit. There were no other paraglider people present, so I didn't want to push my luck and end up in a situation like I did in Missoula. There were signs that said no trespassing private property. Now RLZ's back home, they've got the same signs up, and we're allowed to go past there for paragliding activities. I wasn't exactly sure I was in the right spot, and again, I don't want to be that guy again 2 days in a row. Bozeman was very accommodating, but the weather was not. It was calling for overdevelopment. I went to a couple sites and just looked at it, looked at the weather reports, and things were just kicking off a little too good. As the afternoon goes on, this was August in Montana, and it was super dry. Fire bans everywhere, massive thermal activity, which calls for overdevelopment, virga, downdrafts, and I ended up going, well, let me back up a notch. I looked around for local airports. I decided that paramotoring was going to be the activity for the day based on the weather. It was not optimal for free flight or doing training hill stuff or anything like that, just due to the chance of overdevelopment in the area. So I opted for paramotor. So something I do with my paramotor scheme is I call local private airports and talk to the owners and inquire about, just tell them what's going on. Like I'm driving across the country, got a couple ultralights in the trailer, looking for small airports to take off from, explore the area, come back, land, and leave. And I was leaving a message on a man's answering machine to that effect. And I guess he was screening the calls, and he picked up. He's like, hey, what do you have? So I told him, it's a paramotor. I don't need a lot of room. And he's like, well, my airport would be fine, but he said, I know that over at Three Forks, like 10 miles down the road, like there's a bunch of guys that do that there. Like that's a common thing. They're very accommodating. They got a special field just for that. Same area. It's not like I would, it's going to put me way out of whack or something. It's like, wow, well, I'm going to go there. Thanks for the intel. So I went over to Three Forks and did a flight from there. All right, Three Forks, Montana is very accommodating to ultralight pilots. Said go use the northwest end of the field. All the way at the north, there's a power pole I can plug up to keep my camper charged up or whatever. Said they like to have pilots fly and camp on the field here. This is the close to the headwaters of the Missouri River. That's what we're looking at here. Okay, so I'm pointed south, but I need to go north. But so this is the Three Forks, I guess. This is where the three rivers come together and form the headwaters for the Missouri River. Nice. So it starts out full of cow poop. All right, check. I got an idea. Let's fly behind these mountains. Let's see if it gets rotary. Pretty neat how it follows the terrain. Like, you expect these things to just look flat on flat ground, but I guess they'll creep and crawl up over hills and stuff too. I guess we're still making a video. This is probably the most I've said this whole time, like on this video right now. I'm just sort of lost in the breeze, guys. Just creeping around, playing on my phone, looking at Montana. Scorched Montana. It looks pretty dry, deserty out here. So there's some little knobs down here. I'm gonna go see what I can feel on them. See what they feel like. Feel some knobs. That sounds terrible. Oh, my GPS is frozen. That's just wonderful. Those ain't real horses, are they? Ain't no way those are real horses. It's like a field of horses. It ain't really horses. I gotta take a picture of that for Jen. Like this is where you go to dump old cars to the ravine. That's kind of wild. I can't get low to look at them because I'll be in a bad spot. I gotta pee, so that means I gotta land. That's the beauty of a paramotor, is you can land and take your whiz and then take back off. Dang, there is some overdevelopment back here to the south of me. I was right to stay here. I christened this Take a Whiz Hill, Montana. Much better in Montana. No fences out here. That's neat. There ain't a whole lot of roads left that don't have a fence road next to them. Nope, see, over there, that one does. I must be in a venturi in this valley here or something. Winds are picking up. The girl's shoveling some stuff. Neat. Pretty deep over the Montana wilderness here. I don't know what this is, but I'm just gonna try to go over here and soar it. Could be good. Let's see. So as was par for the course on this adventure vlogging time with Kylo, I quit talking, kept flying. I flew for over 2 hours on this flight. The GoPro died somewhere after an hour and change, but I don't remember vlogging anything extra in particular. What happened was there was a bit of overdevelopment. What I had seen earlier in the forecast happened right across Three Forks. I actually got rained on a little bit, and I pushed north just into the wind as far as I could go until I hit bingo fuel and had to turn around. I'd filled it up to the brim with gasoline on that Atom 80 and the free flight glider. So I had a lot of time, a lot of efficiency. I think I even landed with a lot of gas at that point. As I was going north, the rain passed by. It actually rained at the airport where I was at least Virga. You know, we say rain out there. It's like, it wasn't a lot hitting the ground. I flew, I explored these little mountain, I don't know what they were called, these little ridges. Just checking out Montana from a paramotor, the thing I was there to do, and that's what I did. I pushed on from this airport. I didn't stay there. I decided that I wanted to go towards Yellowstone and drive across Yellowstone. So I did that the next day. And I got some video of that. Of course, there was no flying in the national park, but it was pretty neat nonetheless. So next video will probably be a ground vlog. I think I took some pictures. And I took some pictures while I was flying here. I'm going to end the video with that and let you check out some of the cool stuff that I saw on this flight. This was a good flight. It was like 2 and something hours of just cruising around, checking things out all by myself in Montana. It was nice. What's up, y'all? Kyle out.